What's up, Dad?
What's up, Dad? What's up? What's up, Dad? What's up?
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
What's up, Dad? Here we go. We got the next What's Up, Dad podcast, and this is episode 21 for 'Tis the Season. It's our little episode special season we have going on. Super excited about. I'm Grayson Thompson, and this is
Ryan Phipps. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Ryan Phipps. I like it. That's what Riverside, when we do this and the edit little aspect and it pulls all the words and stuff, it goes Pips every single time.
It could go Phillips. It could go Pips. Never Phipps. So.
Never Phipps. Never Phipps. That's going to be an episode name. Never Phipps.
Never Phipps.
Yeah.
P-I-P-P-S.
Or P-H-I-B-S. Never Fibs.
Fibs.
To say we're one. Look at this. Just dicing it up here, trying to figure it out as we have some good stuff happening. So, yeah. So here we are. You guys saw the last episode. That was episode 20. Pretty exciting stuff. We're trying to make edits to how we are doing things, not edits to the episode. So we will not be doing that, but overall adjustments to pull this together. You'll notice tonight, I'm super excited. Instead of printed out notes, we have handwritten notes because the printer stopped working and, we thought we had this done. And if I flip mine over to look for something, guys, I want you to know it is blank on the other side and we are in absolute trouble.
Yeah.
So that is also a blast.
Who knew you'd have to think about all this for a podcast? Like printer, lights,
printer,
everything.
I would have never guesstimated in 2025 a printer. I just feel really weird, and I do have my phone out because there's a piece of this that we needed something, and because we didn't print it out, obviously I'm gonna have to look at it. So I apologize, but I'm apologizing to Ryan because we're just really chopping it up here. That's what it's all about. So super excited, and we got a bunch of stuff heading into the holidays. So if you're watching this, it is December the 16th, 17th, 19th. Yep, that's me adding in my head. So,
Christmas is right around the corner. Here we go.
How do you feel? I was asking this to Beth the other day because we literally just finalized like our Christmas decorations at the house, and I feel terrible. We mentally had our decorations up a month and a half ago. Do you remember when Beth was like, I'm taking the tree out, woohoo? Like she had said in like small group or something like that. She was like, hey, like we're getting our tree out. We got all these planned, bada boom, bada bang. Wow. I feel like we hit the brakes in multiple ways and it just was like mind boggling to me.
You saying like things have gone way too fast or
They've gone way too fast.
Yeah.
They've gone way too fast. I mean, it was Thanksgiving. Like only so many days ago, you know what I mean? And
yesterday.
Yesterday. I feel like we just ate a Thanksgiving meal at a retirement rehab facility, right? Like I feel like, and I say that jokingly, but I feel like literally we're on light speed, almost to the point where we just had a snow day. How was snow day for you? Let me ask you before I even break down my thoughts of snow day. How was that for you?
I mean, I worked on snow day. You mean cold day?
Cold.
It was, cold/snow. I think actually the schools closed because of cold.
Cold. That's true.
Because it was like 8 degrees outside, which actually got me thinking about, and I think we talked about this a little bit last time, my childhood, and we were out at -5 degrees and we went to school.
Absolutely.
I rode my bike to school. I remember riding my bike.
Our buses did not have heat going to school. When
So,
it was -8.
So we've technologically advanced.
Absolutely.
But now we close schools for 5 degrees. I don't know.
But in the same token, we close the schools because it's too hot in the summers too, because we've seen that as well.
Yeah.
Now I know there are some school districts that definitely need, funding and they don't have the capabilities and, various things. I totally understand that. Right. But I'm mind boggled by that aspect of like closing school. Like you remember the old adage, like you'd speak to your grandpa and you'd be like, well, I walked to school in the snow uphill both ways. And it was, in the pouring rain. And I'm like, uphill both ways. Like, did you take a wrong turn? That's my first thought. And I'm like, they would never allow that.
Why were there so many hills back then? That's what I wonder.
Like, bro,
where are these hills now?
I know. They took them down. You know how they took them down? I got it. And this is going to be a future episode. We're going to have a bunch of future episodes, guys. I tell you what. Have you? What is it called? Corey from Church DeCaro. He told me about the big. Oh my goodness, big something, big muskie. Have you ever heard of big muskie before?
No, what is it?
Guys, we're getting the phone out for a second time tonight.
Big muskie.
Big muskie.
I don't know where you were going with that. I thought maybe like Indian mounds and maybe
No, big
No,
muskie
big muskie.
bucket. Okay, seriously. So the big muskie, we're getting this out. This was in Dragline Bucket in Morgan County, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Visitors can the bucket is 240 tons. So when you think of size, like I don't think you're prepared for this. Hold on.
There's a bucket that they
The
walk.
bucket's all that's left because they took everything apart.
Gotcha. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's what 2 hour hour and a half away from here. But like you look like you're like it's massive. When you think big, just think bigger.
Yeah.
Like you look like a little peanut on the inside. And I'm trying to think. One of my staff members. So there's like motorcycles outside.
Yeah, I see it.
Guys, I know you can't see this. Look up Big Muskie now. You'll
Yeah.
understand. So what I'm trying to say is when that was running, that's what took down the hills in that area is because they were running this bucket and it was like just completely reshaping the landscape.
I got you.
So they were legitimately. So if my grandpa lived in
Yeah.
Morgan County, that landscape has been reshaped
Completely, yeah.
completely.
But all of our grandpas and parents had to live there because all the hills are gone.
All the hills and valleys are gone, right? Like
That's
that's
interesting.
hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I want to take the kids out there this upcoming summer just to be able to see it. But then I asked my staff and I asked other people, I'm like, what else is out there? And they're like, nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drive all the way out there for nothing other than like, oh, done. Let's leave. Let's go home.
Right.
There's not even like a pizza spot.
Yeah, like a
local
diner or something
A diner,
out there.
a dive. Like, give me more.
Yeah.
And they're like, there is no more.
Could you build something out there?
Yeah, like that's what I'm contemplating. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
that's-
I really should invest in the Big Muskie surroundings area.
Like on the side of the road. Like you could actually create the dine, like, right beside it. Just build it right there and come and.
It's like driving through, what is it? Are we in, before you get to Wayne National Park Forest, have you ever driven, like you're going like down south, you're taking 33 and there's that diner there's like a little area that has like a diner on the side of like 33 and it's like all these like woodworking shops and stuff.
Oh,
You know what
yeah.
I'm talking? I cannot think of where that's at.
Yes.
It's near Wayne and I'm like, that's what it needs right there. It needs one of those guys. It is open 4 months out of the year. I don't think I've ever driven by it while it's open.
Yeah.
Or just only on Saturdays. I'm not sure how it stays in business, but it does. And it survived, for Big Muskie.
Yeah. Interesting. Good stuff there.
This is the stuff we're going to get into, guys. I'm beyond excited with it. We got all kinds of good stuff happening. So tell me more. What's going on with Ryan? What are we drinking tonight?
So tonight we have some peach liqueur.
Liqueur? It's peach old fashioned.
Yeah, peach old fashioned.
Little Penelope.
Some ice. Not the good ice though. Not sure what happened. I ordered the round ice.
There is a machine. I'm in a bourbon group, and there's a machine that literally makes the round ice balls. Here's the problem. I wouldn't want them all to go waste. So, like, it makes, like, a whole vat of round, and I'm like, I don't have enough. I need more friends, or I need to drink more bourbon in order for that, because I wouldn't want to put regular drinks on that. That just doesn't sound any fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. But,
yeah,
that's what we're drinking tonight.
Good.
A little bit different episodes moving forward, different kind of structure. It's going to be fun, but not what people are used to if they've heard or watched the podcast in the past.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. We are putting some detailed stuff, and we'll talk about this in a minute. I'm not going to break open too quick, okay? Because they're going to hear us go on about and have woman talk for a little bit. So like, we're gonna chit chat for a minute, but we will get into all that, talk about like future episodes and stuff, which is super exciting. And I love like the teaser aspect of that, and that's what makes it exciting because we've already recorded episodes with other people. We can see how those go, and we're making adjustments. And that's also cool when I'm recording with you. We can make adjustments on the fly. We can hit topics that come up out of those episodes and like drive that now home.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was good, by the way. Grayson live corrected me right there. You live corrected me. You're like, nope, that's not how we're doing it.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna
we
do it a
can't
little
jump
bit
into that.
different.
Yeah, well, we gotta so if you're watching
you
this,
can't read the note. By the way, Grayson wrote these notes, so we can't even read them. I don't even know.
33
Don't even know where we're
seconds.
at.
33 seconds to write this. This is like lightning fast to get through, and it's still
Yeah.
a legible 3 out of 10 legible.
Yeah, that's generous, but yeah.
I see how it is. But we do have a handy pen, so if we need to make any adjustments, like let's cross that out, we can definitely make that happen. So that's exciting as well.
Yeah.
Well, now that we're there, we should get into it. So as far as what we're going to talk about tonight, super excited about it. We're going to talk about seeking the Father, right? And I think that is a super important stuff, especially going into the holiday season. There's a lot of people that I was talking with our pastor about it. Like a lot of people are trying to find something right now. They're trying to find something come Christmas time, because this is while it's one of the most magical, right? And I don't believe in magic, but one of the most like magical times of the year as far as like how the world works. And it can be very moving. It can be very moving in a lot of ways. People really try to find something, especially if they're dealing with family drama, friend drama, life drama, work drama, you name it, right?
Yeah.
They try to attach to something. And what better thing, especially as a man or a woman, right? If you're watching this, to seek God first, seek the Father first, right? Like,
well, what better time than now than we need it? Because if you've watched the news lately, you've seen just recently a father-son, were part of the situation in Australia.
Oh yeah,
at that Bondi Beach there.
Absolutely.
There was a son that ended his parents' life, murdered them. So just in a week, like in 1 week, this is all happening.
Yeah.
I saw a post on Facebook earlier today in one of the groups where someone had commented like, hey, I'm looking for a men's group, a guys group. I feel like that's something that I need right now. And I think that really comes back to the core of what we're trying to do, but also what people need is that connection. They need other people to talk to confide in, to trust in, and we need to help point them in the right direction, and that's towards Jesus. So we we need it now more than ever, but I think that as men, as fathers, as sons, clearly, it's definitely a situation that's, it's becoming almost a pandemic. In the sense of,
our heart is at war right now. Our heart is literally at war, and you're exactly right. It is a pandemic. It's more than COVID, right? Was ever like this was something bigger. There's a huge movement and shift. You can feel that shift and people needing something outside of that. And it's happening all the time. And you think of like all families, broken families, and kids without fathers, and and stuff like that. And a lot of it is not seeking the Father, right? And I look at it this way, as somebody that has and I'm going to say this publicly, right? Somebody that has father issues, right? Daddy issues. And I jokingly say that, but it's real, right? I've realized over time that the Father that I should be seeking is the one above, not him either, right? Like, and you can't put your identity in that. You can't put your identity in other people. But in the same token, you can utilize other people as opportunity to be discipled, to just have conversations. And guys, we talked about this not being just like a biblical podcast. That's not like what we're the only angle we're going at. We're going at like just a generalized angle, because the mental health perspective and crisis is on a rise. The everything surrounding that is on a rise right now. And so we have to attack that. Whether you are a Christ follower or not, there's a mental health issue.
Yeah.
We can't lie about that scenario. Now granted, I think things are different when you are following the Lord, but at the end of the day, like if you're watching this, hopefully we haven't lost you based on that. But what I can tell you is there is peace there with that, but I also would be here for you if you needed it as well, and I think other men would as well, because that's
well, at the end of the day, people seek something.
Sure.
And sometimes people don't know exactly what they're seeking or what they're feeling. So they're filling that with other things that are not good for them, when actually the heart, God, is trying to help you seek Him. But
Absolutely.
But people avoid that because, that's kind of like, maybe that's not the way they were raised, or maybe, that's how they don't want to be perceived as someone who is doing that. But ultimately, that's what you're being pulled toward, and you can choose to ignore it, or you can choose to, to find it. So,
All right. Sorry, guys.
so-
I often forget that we're on live, and he's over here spitting some crazy stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm over here showing off my hairdo and hat hair, right? As I'm like scratching, just thinking how I can provide a provoking conversation next. But
There's a big camera right there.
yeah, I keep forgetting,
Grace.
and I end up like, oh my gosh, here, scratching my nose, but yeah, no, you're exact. Ryan, you're hitting the nail on the head, and that's again, that's why we've had great conversation. That's why we've talked, right, and we became friends, not through necessarily our faith, but just through our ability to communicate with one another, and obviously, bingo bango, we have a faith that is helpful, or is the leader as well within our relationship. But I still think we'd be friends if we weren't. You know what I mean? I say that with open arms because God is at work in my mind, right, in whatever that capacity. So, yeah, super excited about it. So we're gonna break into that, and we've given you tons of information. Not really. On that. So Ryan, what do we got next?
Yeah. So I think that we I think we're going to do a verse. Do you have a verse? Did you pull up a verse for today?
I did. If we're going to jump right into that instead of the next stuff, I see how it is. You're going to put me on the spot.
Yeah.
All right.
Why, you want to get to something else?
I mean, I was trying to. All right. So Matthew 6:33, but seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be
added.
Sorry, it was like, look
I
at this. Like,
gotcha.
it's added. I know that,
Yeah.
but like, I can't even see the word. I'm like,
No.
added unto you, right? And to, I don't want to, we talk a lot about bad theology as well too, and that's something that's become really heavily a part of this. Please don't take it out of context. Make sure you're reading the beginning and the end and understand the book that it's coming from. But there's one piece that, it does say seek God first, right? Like that, whether contextually, it's was meant for people then or now, you know what I mean? Like, there's one thing that God is saying, come to me first.
Yeah.
Right. So we can get to that. We can break down the aspect of that at that part. So
perfect.
So yeah, pretty excited. We're gonna jump into that.
Yeah.
Go from there.
Absolutely. You want to review Dorito chips?
I do want to review some Dorito chips.
He has been biting at the chomp to review these. So one of the segments that we're going to be doing, every once in a while is called Review It. So we'll review a product, or we'll review a food item or snack item, something that we like or don't like.
Penelope Bourbon.
Anything that, you could think of, we can review. If you have something you'd like us to review, leave us a comment, send us a text. By the way, you can text the show. What? So yes. So I don't know how many people know, but you could text us right now, actually. But you can text from any of the apps.
I had no clue.
Yeah, you can go on there, text the show, send us a text, let us know how's it go. It'll go right to us. We can bring up your comment.
Where does it go to?
Right to us. I don't know. One of us.
It reminds me. Hold on. It reminds me. And hopefully she doesn't watch this. She's gonna ask. I don't even know how the internet works. Do you remember that comment in small group?
Yeah.
I'm like, honestly, I don't either. Right?
Either.
So how does this text message
it?
get to us? Like, I am baffled by those things. I don't want to understand the interworkings of it, but I'm also compelled to say the fact that I don't understand it makes me that much more confused.
Yes.
Like, how do you send a text message and it just, please, I don't understand.
Some things are best left unknown,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I don't know. Like unidentified flying objects. Do we want to know about that? I don't know. UFOs, for those that don't know.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know he wanted to talk about UFOs. I mean, I know he's a Back to the Future fan, but
big Back to the Future fan.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are we gonna have Doritos?
We're on left field. Okay. Review it time. So these are new. These just came out. If you are not watching us, these are the new Doritos Collisions.
Collisions.
Collisions. Now, actually, I think that they have other collisions.
I didn't see them.
Okay, but I think that they've combined some flavors. This is the first time I've seen this, but I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, there have been other flavors that they have combined.
No clue.
Anyhow, we won't get into all the other details, but these are the two flavors that Doritos has chosen that they wanted to combine. So we got Tangy Pickle.
Okay.
Let's talk about Tangy Pickle though, just for a second. When you hear Tangy Pickle, in my mind, pickle's already tangy, so I don't know, but
I think like vinegary,
yeah, like a vinegar type of.
like a true vinegar, like one that's the flavor.
Okay, yeah,
That's tangy. Even though that's not really tangy. Tangy's like orange tangy. You know what I mean? But like to me, when I think of
Like-
tangy pickle,
yeah,
I think like that's the only word that comes like vinegary comes to mouth.
yeah, tangy. If you eat the pickle, like you bite into the pickle, you're like making a face, like it's a sour face, or like you just drank a high C. I don't know.
I don't know. Like a sour face, almost like tang. The tangy I get is again super weird thing about Ohio. When you go eat fish and chips, you put vinegar on it,
Okay,
right? You know that's what
I don't do it, but yeah.
normally people do in Ohio. There's always like malt vinegar on the I
Wow.
think like that tanginess.
Don't
or,
you
like-
just put tartar sauce on it?
Yeah, but you're supposed to do both.
But tartar sauce has a little tangy.
tartar sauce also has. Tangy.
Okay, so maybe we can use tartar sauce as kind of like that tangy.
Sure, I'll give you
feeling.
that.
Okay,
I'll give you that.
good. All right, so anyhow, tangy pickle, and it's combined with one of my favorites, my son's absolute favorite,
Goat.
Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch.
Which, do you mess with a classic like Cool Ranch? That's what I was surprised when I saw this. So I had seen this the other day. I went to the store during Snowmageddon. Okay, everyone's buying.
Snowmageddon. Was this when it actually was snowing?
This is when it was actually snowing.
Okay, got it. Not cold.
The whole store, everyone's taking we had talked last episode about our favorite snacks and stuff. We talked about chips. So I went down the chips aisle because we could not figure out the name of the chip that I liked. It turns out I still don't know what the name is.
Oh, wait. You sent it to me.
It's
Honey barbecue twist.
Flavor twist.
Honey barbecue
There we
flavor
go.
twist.
Why would you name? I don't know. But anyhow, so it's Frida flavor twist. Anyhow, that's what it was. But so I'm going through. Everyone's freaking out. Milk's being
Nobody's grabbing the honey barbecue twist.
No one's grabbing them. Everything, the eggs are gone, the milk's gone. So I go down the chip aisle and I'm like, oh, no one's grabbing this. So I sent a text to my wife. I said, do you think that you want to try this? She said, yeah. So I got it. So Cool Ranch, Tangy Pickle. We're gonna review this.
Review it
right here.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna try
are we
it.
going to do some ASMR? What is that? What does that stand for, by the way? I don't know.
ASMR stands for a savory mouth review. I don't know what's the stand
Maybe
for.
that actually might be it. That's pretty close.
Just so all you health nuts out there, 150 calories, 11 chips. There are 9 servings in this bag.
11 chips.
90 milligrams of potassium.
I mean, it's like eating a banana.
Don't know
That's
why.
healthy.
But it's actually 0% of your daily value.
See, not very healthy.
Even if you eat this entire bag, it's still 0%. All right.
All
Here we go.
Two
Yeah.
chips.
Yeah.
Boom. There it is, guys.
Yeah, and we got to hear the crap.
ASMR. We got to get the.
There you go. Yeah.
Beth is going to watch this and lose her marbles.
Why?
Hates when I chew chips.
Did we just do this the rest of the episode? This is actually fun. You want one more?
All right. I need your initial thoughts.
So,
I already
first,
have mine. Unless you're getting a different vibe, I got mine.
well, first off, I taste the pickle like immediately. The Cool Ranch kind of comes later. You're not feeling that?
There's 0 Cool Ranch.
No.
I don't get any Cool. I get.
Mhm.
Okay. Here's what I give you. It has, when you eat a Cool Ranch chip,
Mm-hmm.
you actually have this cooling, like it has like this weird textural flavor to me, Cool Ranch has this like interesting, like there's a cool part to it. I don't know what it is. Almost like they got a mint in there. You know what I mean? Like there's something about it that actually is cool. I don't know. That's what I get. So I get cool tangy pickle. I don't get any ranch.
Okay. No, I get the pickle a lot. Like it's almost all pickle.
Or it's 97% pickle.
It's 97% pickle. Actually, let's look because I don't even know if that because that Cool Ranch like has a specific like look at it.
Yeah,
It's not on there.
That's not on there.
You're right.
But the one that I just had like a green look to, like a green and red look to it, not the blue. Which I think I'm gonna go out there on the conspiracy side of things. I'm gonna guesstimate the Cool Ranch now, knowing this, has some type of mint in it that you can't. That gives you that something that is in mint that gives you the ambiance of that cooling. Like you ever like eat a mint, it's like got that. Like that interesting. I get that when I eat a Cool Ranch chip.
Yeah.
That's the only chip I get it from.
So maybe the tangy is, you can't do both. You can't do tangy and mint.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
No.
need to
Or-
drink.
Or do you remember eating, like, did you ever get mints as a kid?
Mhm.
You ever eat mints? You know, like the ones that come in like the little packets, like the circular ones?
Mentos?
No, not the Mentos. Those are the chewy ones.
Mm-hmm.
These are the ones that had like the flavor, almost like they looked like Lifesavers, but in the middle of them there was like orange ones. They had like an orange flavored. They had like a strawberry flavored. Very like very specific color. But you get like a crazy fruit and then mints.
Okay, I don't know. You were born in the 90s, so I have no idea. You're going to, I don't know. That I think I know what you're talking about. They were, I think they were just like a little bulb in there, like a little bulb.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna find a picture of this.
Yeah.
With orange flavor, and I didn't even spell flavor. Do you want to know how I spell flavor?
Don't want to know.
No, you don't want to.
Flavor.
Not Lifesavers,
Mm-hmm.
but that still could have been it. Like the Lifesavers kind of had that for the orange side, not the Icebreakers.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in like a sleeve though.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Man, okay.
Do they still make them today?
Well,
I don't know.
I just searched that, and again, you know why they don't make them today is because people realized that it was like mint with a hint of orange, right? And they wanted orange and it didn't work.
Okay. Let's review it. So, out of 10, like collision, so it's saying tangy pickle, Cool Ranch, they're combined. Out of 10,
Okay.
what are you giving it?
We're going to say a number 1 through 10, no points. We're going to go straight 1 through 10, then we can divvy up the points after, like X.2.
Okay.
Right, whatever. So we'll say that we'll do 3, 2, 1, and then 3, 2, 1, say it, right?
Yeah.
But I want to clarify. Is this on what it's supposed to be?
Yes.
Not, wow, tangy pickle tastes great.
No, it needs to be on what it's supposed to be because this is advertising tangy pickle, artificial.
Got it.
By the way, I just realized this. Look at this.
Flavored.
No. Tangy pickle is artificially flavored. Cool Ranch flavored.
Love it.
What's
See?
that mean?
It's not artificially done.
So the ranch side is like done naturally?
That good.
Wow. Never seen that before. Okay.
Kudos to you, Doritos. Natural ranch. I like it.
Yeah. Do
All
you
right,
know?
ready? 3, 2, 1. We're at 3, 2, 1. After the 1, you're saying your number.
Oh, okay. I got
All
it.
right, ready? 3, 2, 1, 3.
6. Okay.
Tangy pickle.
Yeah.
I would much rather have the dill pickle Lay's chips.
All right. There we go.
It's not ranch to me. I didn't get that. I just didn't get it.
Yeah. Not enough ranch.
No.
Okay.
No, they could have layered the ranch on, and I'd been okay with it.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Maybe a different bag. Maybe it's the bag.
should we have shaken it up?
Maybe we should have shaken it. I don't know. It's collisions. Maybe we should have completely smashed the bag.
Oh, see, okay, I got one for you. I
Yeah.
got a serious question.
Okay.
As a kid, this was one of my favorite things to do. Or do you like mayonnaise? You're a mayonnaise person. I love mayonnaise. I grew up with. Okay, what's the best?
Mayo on egg sandwich.
Okay,
See,
you know
yeah.
how to eat it. Sam. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had mayonnaise and banana sandwich? That's dirty South right there.
Sure.
That's like
I've not done that, but I have done just mayo sandwiches.
never
Straight
done that.
mayo.
But you know what's funny though is as we got older, I think Gordon Ramsay, that's a chef, right? Sorry, we're getting off track here.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Chef Ramsay.
Chef Ramsay, somewhere along the line normalized or helped normalize the fact that mayonnaise could be used to cook a steak, like because it has a high sear point. Like they put it on like the olive oil or you know what I mean? Like people use that to, and I'm like, that is the wild, or like mayonnaise on like a grill. If you don't have butter, you could put mayonnaise on the outside of a grilled cheese sandwich.
Whoa. No.
Like, yeah, I don't understand that. I'm not the person that does that because butter is what that deserves, right? But it's one of those things. Where was I going with this? Crap.
I don't know. Down deep south, mayo.
Okay. And the only reason I say this is because you have to have a sandwich that has mayonnaise on it. So like cold cut sandwich that has mayonnaise. Were you the one that would take their chips and put it on the sandwich as well and
Yes.
crush it down? If you didn't have mayonnaise on that sandwich, it didn't stay together. It would fall apart, right?
Correct.
But mayonnaise was the binder.
Yes.
I don't care who you are. It wasn't mustard.
No.
It was mayonnaise.
And you know what my chip of choice was?
Ooh. I mean,
so simple.
Just regular Lay's?
No,
Lay's?
no.
Oh, you're thinking Doritos?
Cool Ranch Doritos. That is my
I'll give you
chip
that.
of choice. If a bologna, like a thick slice of bologna.
Oh yeah.
With sometimes I toast the bread. By the way, very light toast.
I get it. Yeah, you can't
super
overdo it.
light. Don't
With
you
the-
know?
with
It's
the
like
bologna.
down and up.
Yeah, with the bologna.
Put the bologna on, cheese, mayo, Cool Ranch Doritos. That's a poolside sandwich right there.
Absolutely. Are we talking like Amish country thick cut bologna?
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
you want-
yeah, if I can
You want
find
to
it.
like cup up, like you know how like the bologna like it's like cut, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like there is
Yeah.
a art. I did not realize that, like, because down south, a bologna sandwich was a bologna sandwich. Like you got it from the store out of the round package. It's a yellow, like the yellow.
Oh, yes.
That's a bologna sandwich to me. And then when I moved up here, people were like, "Oh, there's like go to Odie's and they have like a bologna sandwich is like a staple to their menu. You have to try that." And I'm like, "What?" You know, yeah, that mind blowing to me.
Mind blowing. Yeah. You know what I found, and this is completely off topic. You know, if you microwave bologna, what happens to it?
Never microwaved it.
Turns into a bowl. You know, you ever done
Well,
that?
that's what I was talking about when you grill it, though. Like when you put it on the blacktop or like a thing, and you crisp it up, it will allow you to like it'll cup up a little bit. It'll cup up like because it'll just I don't know what it does. Like I thought that was describing it, but it's not. Like it just does this thing. You good?
Yeah.
You need some water?
Yeah, actually, this was kind of cool because I muted my mic.
We used the mute. For
I
the
used
first
the
time.
mute for the first time.
Guys, clap it up. Let me know.
Yeah.
Do we have a custom? I don't have any. There's no.
We don't have
buttons yet.
anything,
We don't have to do any. Maybe I can voice change it. Get it off auto tune. Oh, that reminds me. So, bad news, and I'm sorry, Jason. Jason is going to be on an upcoming episode. Jason Dunn. Super excited about his episode. What I realized is because we use like these. What are these things called?
Mixers?
Mixers. We use mixers. We each have one. Because we use mixers, there's an option to do voice changer. You have auto tune, elder, monster, robot, megaphone, baby, female, male, and then off. I recorded the whole episode with Jason in auto tune. I slightly sound like chipmunks.
I think you sound better. I think you sound better in auto tune.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you sound.
It's
Pretty.
you guys will hear it. I hear it, and I'm like, I sound like a,
Yeah.
you know what, like an idiot.
Yeah.
But
It's funny though.
it is.
Yeah.
It's not funny being the person that it sounds like it.
No.
But it's kind of funny. Okay,
That's good.
I'll give you that.
Anyhow, yeah. So I'm glad that we filled in all this stuff because none of this, by the way, is part of our topics. But
that's
yeah.
way up here. It's way up here. It's like review it, and it says I put. Hold on, you guys can't read that. It says 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And we are on. Wow, we better get moving. Okay.
Yeah, we got to go.
All right.
We got to go. Spent way too much time on bologna, Doritos, and mayo. So.
Got it. Okay. Answer this for me. Answer this. So we will not have all the talk at the beginning or the end of the episode. So answer this for me. What's the proper mayonnaise? And if you say Miracle Whip, we may not be friends anymore. Just gonna preface this.
I've tried like different kinds, like QP.
That's not mayonnaise though.
I know it's different. Well, it is technically Japanese mayo,
Yeah, well,
and you can use it. Well, we'll talk about that later. So, I'm good with the good Kroger mayo. I'm good with
store brand mayo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. Like, are you thinking like Hellman's? Like, what's your
Duke's mayonnaise.
go-to? Okay.
100%. Guys, this episode might be called Duke's Mayo.
Yeah.
Just for the simple fact that I'm sure we would get a raving amount of people that will agree with me. I have a friend.
Never tried it. I've never tried it.
I know what your Christmas gift's going to be. we got to talk about that in a minute. In all seriousness, yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to say it. Like my eyes almost want to water talking about Duke's mayonnaise. It is the best. And get the regular one. Don't get the like less fat one. Just get the yellow top.
Mhm.
The yellow top. Duke's mayonnaise and
Yep.
be happy with it. They also have a great barbecue sauce.
Okay.
They have a great barbecue sauce. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it like $5, $6?
It's normal. It's normal price. It's not
Yeah.
like foo avocado oiled fancy
Mhm.
Kroger private
Duke's mayo.
selection.
I'm gonna try
Duke's
it.
mayo.
Yeah.
And put it in the refrigerator. Give it a shot. It's perfect.
Okay.
Anyways, that's what
Yeah.
we're gonna stop on that piece, guys. And we're gonna move to the next part of it, or we're never gonna get through this, even though we don't have a time limit because we can go for however. Because I realized we had episodes from 35 minutes
Yeah.
to an hour. But then I started looking, and some people do these for very long periods of time. Some people only do them for 10 minutes, and it doesn't
Mhm.
really matter. We're going to do it for however long we want to.
Sure. Car ride, people are driving into work, driving home from work, listen on both ends of the drive.
Yeah.
You get it in together.
Bada boom, bada bang.
Yeah.
Just make sure you get 2 ads in. That's all we ask for. I'm just kidding. All right. In a seriousness, we did break into this already. We started with a verse, which I will read again if we need it, right? At the end of the day, how do men or dads seek after God,
Mhm.
right? Like, that's a big question I have. Like, how do we seek after God? I have a perspective I'm going to bring to the table, and it's going to break in a little bit about me. But at the end of the day, I want to ask you, we'll start with that. If you have anything you want to say first, go for it.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, I approach it in a couple of different ways. Like personally, how I approach it and what I do. I think that for me, a big piece of it is one, I mean, I'm very much like, I like to spend time alone
Okay.
in the Word. I like to spend time alone in prayer. Time with doing it with my son, doing it with my wife, super important to me. I think that it's even more important to do it privately and, to just have that one-on-one alone time with the Lord. I think that seeking it communally with other men is also important. This is a discussion that we've had previously on actually a never before seen episode of the What's Up Dad podcast, which
Coming to
will,
you in the future.
yeah, coming to you after we die, basically. I don't know when it would come. 50th anniversary, whatever it is. Anyhow, but we talked about like how women do a great job of seeking God together
All day, every day.
in building relationships together, doing all of those things, yet men do not do that. And quite frankly, I think that is something that, as heads of households, as far as, hey, we should be leading our house spiritually, we should be, the one that is, taking the charge, and not as far as like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, but like leading by example.
Yep.
And it's just kind of interesting how we've kind of gotten that a little twisted, where in some ways we've allowed women to become the spiritual
Leaders of the
leaders,
household.
and we've let them, guide the families in those ways, just by the mere fact that they do it and they do it well. In my opinion, I think that men need to do that better. Like, we almost need to model the woman, but the model that they're following after is really actually God's model and what He says. Hey, this is how you need to be doing it. So that's my 10 cents on on that. But yeah, so I think one, time with family, of course, alone time, doing it and being in community through prayer and finding God in community with other men, and finding those ways, whatever they are, to make it work as a man, as a dad, as a father, etc.
I like it. Two things. First, I'm a joker. I've realized I'm not comfortable in the seat because I'm sitting too high and my feet are not comfortably on the floor. So I keep sitting weird and
Okay.
stuff. That's first thing.
That's interesting, but
Right.
we'll talk about that later.
So we're going to talk about that later as we break down this set and destroy it into something else. Next thing, I agree. I agree. Like it's one of those things I agree. And one of the things I'll talk about to kind of open up a little bit about us is, Beth and I realized after a long period of time, after this was probably, maybe this was last summer. I don't know if it was last summer or summer before last, we actually started seeking counseling. We went to counseling, not because we didn't like each other, not because we wanted a divorce, not because our marriage was on the rocks, not because of anything, but we realized, like, we looked at each other and realized that we were we worked each other 24/7. She's like my boss. I'm her boss.
Yeah.
She bosses me in the bedroom. I don't, no, but like at the end of the day, like we realized that we were struggling to communicate with each other after 10 plus years of marriage,
Sure.
right? And 13 years of being together and stuff. We lost our way of communicating. And the first darn time we meet with a counselor, right? And this was the counselor we landed on, not the first counselor, not the second counselor, but the one we started going to. He looks, he goes, what do you guys have problems about? Like, your problem, if you have a problem, your problem's you, and it's with God. Like, because you're not aligned with God.
Yeah.
And I think everything goes back to the conversation of, are you aligned with God? Like, because you cannot be aligned here, right? And I'm spreading my arms. For those that can't see me, I'm spreading my arms this way. You can't be aligned horizontally
yeah,
without being aligned vertically with your Father.
Yeah.
Right? And that struck such a wild chord to me. I'm like, dag nabbit, Bobby, kind of one of those things. I'm like, man, you're right though. Cause like that is like, I have to seek his kingdom first. I have to seek him first. I have to be constantly seeking him first. I want my kids to see I'm seeking him first. I want my wife to see that I'm seeking him first. Like I have to work on myself first. If I'm not doing that, it doesn't matter what I provide to my kids, because I'm never going to be able to provide enough to them, because I want them seeking him first.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Like, don't need to seek. There I go again. This chair sucks, by the way. We're going to fix it. Hold on. I don't know if I should do that. Maybe I can come down.
Yeah.
But like, and now I'm like a child.
You're a midget down there.
Dag,
where'd you go?
I can't do this.
No, I think you're right. I think that, and that's really hard to do as well,
Absolutely.
And Amber and I have not been in that situation where we've gone to counseling. However, I feel like we've probably been in the situation where we've needed to go.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that the vertical horizontal is the best way to describe it, because you will never be horizontally right if you're not vertically right. And
absolutely.
How so kind of explain like what, so you paid the guy $50 to give you but what I want to know, I'm interested to know. So what happened after that? Like what?
No, so we spent a greater part. So what it really was is we went for counseling for us, but we also went in counseling because we were struggling as parents.
Mm-hmm.
So being business owners, being that we work with each other 24/7, we're dealing with like anger issues with Skylar. We're seeing a lot of like me and like my family and like generational things come through her, and like we want to break that. We're having conversational issues with her, and not, just trying to figure out like parenting wise. But when we sat down to have that conversation with the guy, he was like, wait a minute, like, I'm not going to talk about your kids. I'm not going to talk about your relationship. I'm not going to talk about anything but you. We're not going to have a conversation, anything with you.
Did you expect that?
I had
or were you
no
shocked?
idea.
Like
I was absolutely shocked. Now, the other thing, when we chose the people that we were going to, it wasn't just a man speaking to both Beth and I. A man and a woman was there. So we actually had biblical counseling from a man and a woman, not married, even better, right? And so they both had views. We spent time with each one of them. We spent time with, combined we started each time out, not with prayer, right? It wasn't just coming in and talking about prayer. It was like, hey, how are you doing with your relationship, your walk with God this week, right? Like that was a big thing that came up, and that was like super important because like honestly back then I didn't know what my walk looked like. You know, I'm walking, but then like there wasn't like foot forward. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm having it. This is what I'm working on, right? Like just to go into the Bible, and I don't know where it's at because I am not a Bible scholar. This is where I struggle, and I use this as my crutch. And I hope in 2026, and one of the things we're going to talk about, and I think on our New Year's podcast, a little teaser, right? Our New Year's podcast is going to be like our goals, personal goals. We're going to talk about personal goals outside of cool stuff, but like I want to be a Bible scholar. Like in a certain sense, I want to have the knowledge. And when I say it broke open about the I am statement, I want to be like, that's here, here, and here in the Bible. Now I know what I am based on that, but I can't really tell you where that's at because my mind, I got more lyrics stuck in this head than is allowed by law. And I got more insurance and influencer knowledge and blah, 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 blah stuck in my head. Yeah. But having biblical knowledge, which is my daily ammunition to fight the devil.
It's your armor.
My armor.
Yeah.
It's not there in its full. It's in what I feel is it's here and it's like not completely covering me because I have not allowed it to. And I've given it every excuse under the sun. So teaser into 2026 as far as something we will break open. Yeah. But
and my only 2 cents on that part, and I know, is knowledge without wisdom is dead. You know what I mean? So you can have write that one down. and I think that is a strong piece. And that's why, like, you know, I've mentioned this before. I spend so much time in Proverbs because Proverbs have so much wisdom.
Sure.
Actually, some funny wisdom if you get a chance to, you know, go through. But yeah, like you're 100% right. The armor is the knowledge, like
Absolutely.
to be able to know, understand. The wisdom is applying it.
Absolutely.
How are you applying it day in, day out? That's the wisdom.
I felt like for years, right? And I'm in a different spot today than I've ever been, but like I felt like for years and be like, you know, God's got my back, right? Like the whole Forrest Frank aspect of like, God's got my, you know, and I'm like hearing that and I'm like, I know this, but like that's not enough.
Yeah.
In today's world and today's society, like what all we're fighting, like I need to be able to like it's like a Rolodex of just, and I'm seeing it, I'm feeling it, I'm believing it, I'm saying it, right? we need to be able to do that. Yeah. Now, granted, those that are young in their faith, like I have been and am in a lot of senses, like I'm with you. Like I struggle with that. I'm not perfect. It takes time.
Yeah.
Right? And I have to do it with a purpose.
Right.
And one of the things I've done, I've started small, and you might have seen it. You know, I daily write scripture verses to the kids. You know what I mean? And that's been just a blessing. I've talked about this before on a podcast, and it's something I'll talk about in the future. And hopefully one day I'll have like the vat of them. Like, and I jokingly say this, like Skylar legitimately has, where Sydney didn't have a box of her own, like have a box. And they decided that they wanted to collectively collect the sticky notes that I write every single day.
That's awesome.
And they have a collection of them. So it goes in their lunchbox. They read it now that they can read. They read it. They throw it in there. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I have no clue what's going to happen with it, but like something special is going to be. But that's my, like every day the kids see me take 10 minutes, not just to pull the Bible app open to look at a verse. Like I'm looking at a verse. I'm looking at the before. I'm looking at the after. I'm reading about it a little bit.
Sure.
You know, I'm internally doing it, and then I give it to them, and hopefully they're doing more too.
Yeah.
They're getting more. That's all we can shoot for.
No, I think that's awesome. Yeah.
All right. So I gave you an opportunity to talk. Now it's my time. Not just joking. One of the things I wanted to break open, so it's funny, you talk about women can do it without an issue. So you said, okay, men have a hard time. We have a hard time talking, coming into conversation. So here's the deal, guys. Usually we record these, him and I, or with other people, we record them at night, late at night, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, call us crazy. That's what we do, right? That's dad figuring out time, right? We all work and have stuff going on. This time we have the kids. They're here. Everybody's here. The wives are here.
The whole family.
The whole shebang. And I don't know why you can't hear them. I feel like I should be able to hit a button and they should be like, ding, ding. They're like, you know, Donkey Kong playing up there, you know. But it's funny. I walked upstairs before we started recording this, and Amber and Beth are in like this in-depth conversation, and I'm just like, what? Like, you guys have been here for 5 whole minutes, right? Like, you've been here for 5 minutes, and you were breaking open like some deep stuff. It wasn't just like a ha ha ha, this is great. What are you guys doing for the holiday? It was like you could hear it in their voices.
Mm-hmm.
You could the tension, not bad tension, the good tension in the room of like of the transferring of burdens.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening. It was happening. And I'm just like, man, I hope that happens tonight, right?
Very
in our
important.
conversation, right? And it's like, that is super crazy to me.
Yeah.
Minutes, they could be in this conversation and be like, bam, and they're like, yes, and no, and all right. And I'm like,
men need lots of bourbon.
Yes. No, we had to have like some liquid courage, and we needed to we need to write out our notes and stuff. No, like, but I'm envious.
Yeah.
I'm envious. Like, and I'm creating that with people like this, and we're sharing that with people like this. But it's one of those things, like, I'm just super envious of, like, I sometimes wish when I meet other guys and I'm having I can just be like, you know, like, we need to get into this. Like, I can feel that you have a burden you want to share, and I'm here willing and able.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it's
sometimes
super difficult. It's really hard. Yep. But you're 100% spot on, because I felt that way many times where it's like, I just want to strangle the guy. You know, I just want to I just want to strangle love and knowledge and wisdom into this guy or this person. And it doesn't even have to be guy to guy. Maybe it's like another woman or your spouse, or, you know, but it is hard. It is much harder. I had a difficult conversation, not difficult, but the other night, like, you know, Amber and I went to bed, and typically, like, we don't really have conversation about, we'll talk in general, you know, general things and that kind. And I'm like, you know what? I want to take it like a step further and try this, you know, where I know bad time, like 10 p.m. we're in bed. I'm going to be sleeping on the couch in about 5 minutes.
Bro, you were up at 10 p.m.? By the way, guys, like, this dude, I called him. What time did I call you the other night?
9:30.
9:30. And he was like, hello. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? Why am I whispering? I'm in a bed. Let me get out of bed so I can pretend you. I'm like, it's 9:30, bro. Like, I haven't even I hadn't even begun to shut down.
Your day just started at 9:30.
No. It didn't.
But anyhow, so yeah, I mean, just the whole point of it is that it's difficult,
sure,
but it needs to be had.
Yep.
And we need to have the conversations, and we need to do a better job of it, because we're commanded to do it. We're commanded to bear each other's burdens. You know, so it's a good conversation. I feel like this could be something we could split out and talk about.
Maybe we do
multiple times. So.
Who knows? Maybe we do. Yeah, and I also agree. I just want to hit on a couple points that you talked about, right? So you talk about women can do it, and then women moving to the heads of the household when it comes to the spiritual aspect, the spiritual leading, modeling after God stuff. And you're exactly right? And I've always used the same adage of men will focus our time differently. We'll be like, you know what, Ryan, I'm sorry I can't come over tonight. I can't have a conversation with you. I know you're needing. I'm about to head to the gym. I'm going to go grab a beer. I'm going to go play a round of golf. I'm going to go play pickleball now. Whoever plays pickleball, right? Like, I'm going to go do all these things and make all this stuff up. I'm going to use my time in my worldly satisfactional view. Because if I have to take your burden, man, what a crappy afternoon it's going to be. Right? Like, I can't, you know, we get in this like weird mindset of not being able to be open and honest about those conversations, or not being like willing to jump, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I don't expect people to jump every day, but like, it's like, but if you never jump, you know what I mean? Are we really doing what God's calling us to do? Like, are we just like, I think I'm going to go to bed tonight. I think I'm going to do my own thing. I think I'm going to do this. You know? Yeah, it's crazy.
And I think that, and not to cut you off, but deep down, we would like to do that.
Oh, man. Absolutely.
And the opposite is true. Deep down, that person would like you to do that for them.
Yep.
But men are good about putting up the brick wall.
There's an older gentleman Everybody calls him Coach, and I only call him Coach because that's the only thing I know his name. And honestly, I wanted to ask him to come on the podcast. So I started going to the gym 5:30 in the morning, or getting up at 5:30. I don't make it to the gym at 5:30. I haven't got that far yet. For years, it was like a 3-year period. I got up at 5:30 every single morning, and then I stopped. I just was like, I'm done with this. I want to go back.
Yeah.
So I'm on week number 2.
Good.
Okay. And I decided I'm giving myself a little bit of grace Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm taking Wednesdays off. I'm going to do the walking pad. I'm going to do the little different exercise, in the bedroom with our walking pad. That is.
There it is.
Because we have a walking pad in our bedroom. And so I figured I'm going to do that. Well, as I changed, I stopped seeing this guy. He was coming to the gym. He's a much older gentleman, like in mid-70s, I would say. I don't know, but that's my guesstimate. Everybody calls him Coach. And it's funny, every time I see him, we'll be in the sauna or like mixed bags of stuff, like any time, 100% we stop and talk. 100% we stop and talk. Like,
nice.
And he's the kind of guy that I will literally sit there for 45 minutes and never get a workout in. And it's funny, so I changed my time up. I've seen him twice, 2 mornings, because I used to be going different times during the day, sneak away for 45 minutes during the day, anytime I needed to. And I've seen him 2 mornings in a row.
Okay.
He had back surgery.
Okay. And
so he's walking around. That's all he's doing is walking around the track. And I'm like, this is the opportunity to have this conversation with this guy. And it's funny. He stopped. He's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what are you doing here, Coach? And I don't know this guy from Adam. Like, I don't know. I have zero connection with him. But every time we get together, every time I walk into the sauna, every time we see each other, he like lights. It's like a lit up thing. He knows I will talk. I will chop it up.
Yeah.
And there's other guys that won't. He has to dig it out of him. And I've watched it, and it's been so painful. So painful. Because I'll walk in there, and he'll already been in mid-conversation. He'd be like, look at this guy. Gives me one of those things. I'm like, hey, what's up, Coach? And he's in conversation. Yeah. So he doesn't break mold. He continues with them. As soon as they leave, it's like a changed man. Wow. Because he's like not digging. I actually feed into him. We have a heart-led conversation. Most of the time, it's about sports. 90% of it's about sports, and that's okay. Yeah. But it's interesting. And I'm like, this is the guy I want on the podcast. We're getting him.
Get him on.
Coach.
Yeah.
We're getting Coach. We're getting Coach. So we're going to lead into that, but nonetheless. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Anyways. All right. So leading in to the next part of the podcast, what do you have? Because we only got a few minutes left, or how many ever minutes we're going to go with this. So I just want to talk about the holidays a little bit, chopping it up, because you guys are getting this right before Christmas. So what do you have?
Yeah, and real quick, because it's a great segue, but good conversation. I think if people have something that they want to add to it or share with us, text the podcast.
Oh,
leave a comment.
Thanks for keeping me on cue.
Yeah, we want to hear. It'd be great to get feedback, honestly, about how other people are dealing with these things, or maybe you have specific ways of managing it. I don't know, but anyhow, that'd be great. Okay, so last thing, we have just a few minutes here. Holidays are coming up. We've already, like you said, we're done with Thanksgiving. We've got Christmas, New Year's, and then, by the way, there's like a 5-month break until the next holiday. So I don't know who came up with that.
Wait. Do you guys not celebrate Hallmark holidays like Valentine's Day?
Oh, I guess you're right, but I'm thinking more of like federally.
So you do celebrate.
Yeah. I'm thinking, I guess, more like federal, like you're off work or what.
That makes sense.
So anyhow, let's talk just real briefly about holiday plans, travel. What are we doing? What are we buying?
I'm gonna give the best advice I can give to anybody out there that's listening. Just buy the gift. Buy it. Just buy it. Just figure it out. Just buy it. It's always better to buy the gift than to not buy one. Right. And I'll also say this in the perspective, and I leave this in, it does not matter how much the gift is. Make it heartfelt. It doesn't even have to be heartfelt, like in a sense of, I saw that and I was really thinking of you.
Yeah.
This pen, I saw this pen, I was really thinking of you. You said you needed a pen the other day, and I realized that like that was something that I could get you.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds stupid. It's the story, it's the perspective, it's the understanding of it.
Yeah.
Just buy the gift.
Yeah.
You'll figure it out.
I like that. I'm going to
Yeah.
try it with my wife. Yeah. You gave me that advice.
Yeah, no, I think it goes like I struggle every year. I think I know what I want to get my wife, but I realize that I want to get my wife what I want her to have, not what she wants to have. And one of the things about her, she doesn't want a lot of stuff. And as she doesn't want a lot of stuff, she never tells me what she wants. So like
you guys have a lot of stuff already.
what kind of nonsense is that? Yeah, we get literally 47 packages a day from Amazon. I agree we have a lot of stuff, but what I'm saying though is the perspective of was when she doesn't talk about it and she's not longing for things.
Sure.
That also brings up opportunity to get, gift cards are the worst. By the way, don't get a $50 Kroger gift card
for anybody, or just are you talking about your wife?
I think in general, I think gift cards are
Really?
just a cop out. I would rather see cash.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
I would rather see cash. Cash, I think, is way more cool than a gift
So you're okay.
I think there's a different value to cash because cash forces you to. I think we're more apt to provide a smaller denomination in a gift card because they come in 5, 10s, 20s, 25s, 50s, and 100s, and we'll opt for the lower value.
Yeah,
that's a first thought. Second thought. Money hurts because there's a physical aspect to it. Like you're not just like to hand a $100 bill to somebody. I think there's something. So I would also venture to say money feels different to somebody in receiving it. It feels a lot different. Plus they're allowed to do whatever they want with it.
Okay.
Maybe I don't necessarily need a Kroger gift card.
Yeah.
But I need to buy groceries or I want to go to the liquor store at Kroger and I need to use that gift card. You know what I mean? Like, and I say that in a very stupid way, but like,
get it, yeah.
There's more to money allows for the mind to wonder and to truly buy something.
But can I push back just 1 second?
Oh, because I have one more thought, but yes, push back. Go ahead.
Just on that point.
I got to hold my thought. Yeah,
write it down.
Got it.
This is why we got the paper. I do want to say though, the reason for gift cards, I think that sometimes cash shows like, well, yeah, I'm giving you the cash, but I don't necessarily know what you want. Whereas a gift card, if you know, like, hey, I know that this person likes to eat at this restaurant, so I'm going to give them a gift card to this restaurant, and I'm showing you that I know you and appreciate that you go to that restaurant. That's all I'm going to say about that. But
you know what I wrote? This is what I wrote. It says, let me know what you get. So I think it's along the same premise. I'm with you on that. I still think it's a cop-out. But to get a gift card, that's my personal. We can agree to disagree. Yeah. This is going to be our first agreeing to disagree, guys. In a certain sense, right? It's my 10 cents for the podcast here, right? But and the reason I say that is like I would rather a heartfelt written note saying, hey, let me know what you get. I'd love to know what you spend your money on.
I like that.
Like, let me know how this goes. Like, send me a picture of you using it. Let me, whatever it might, like doing it, using it, something like that. I think that's the stretch. And then also too, you don't have to have a bajillion dollars put in there. Like, it's something different. I think the heartfelt message along with the denomination, is that how you say dollar amount?
Yep.
Like the dollar amount, like makes it that much more valuable.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm tracking
because it would be like you're like, oh yeah, like I picked up I really wanted this for my desk, right? Like I wanted something like it doesn't because it forces you to think like, I got like an extra 20 spot that I can go spend at the Target, right? We're gonna hit the clearance up,
I like it. Yeah. I will say that I've never received a gift card and said, let me put it this way. I've received gift cards and I have said, I wish they would have just gave me the cash. And the opposite has never been true. I've never received cash and said, man, I wish there was a gift card instead. So you're right. You're right. And I like that perspective.
Here's the principle, right? I now drink coffee. It's only been probably a year. I never drank coffee before. Was not a coffee drinker. I hated it all my life up until probably the past year or so. I used to get Starbucks gift cards.
People give you
Give me a Starbucks gift card.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating. If you've ever given me a Starbucks gift card, thank you. Because I have a box of them that now I'm using. Right? But like I don't like to re-gift stuff. So it's like I use those things, right? I like, there was like cake pops I'd buy, right? Like I wouldn't buy coffee with it. But like that's that perspective. I'm always going to use the cash. I'm always going to make that a priority. So I'm just throwing it out there.
I like it.
Just throwing it out there with a message. Like take the time to write the message out.
That's a good idea.
You know, take.
That, I never thought about that. I like.
I
that.
would. Okay, I'll one that. I one up that. I'd rather get a card with no money, with a message.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with it. Write me
like
out
that.
a little love note, right?
Yeah.
Like, or whatever that is. Like, write me out a thoughtful note. We don't even need to provide money to one another. We don't have to do that.
Right.
So that's what I'll say to that.
That's
what I'll
good.
say to that. Just that's
There it
the
is.
weird 10-cent advice from me today. What else you got? You got anything else that you want me to break down on here?
I think it's good. Let's talk about real quick. Light. Do you do light shows? Do you go to all the zoo lights? Do you guys anything that you've done? You know, we've talked about potentially going to, I think it's West Virginia or something, you know, where they do the Polar Express and you ride on the train. Any of those kinds of shows interest you? Do you do any of that?
Fantastic question. We typically every year go to the zoo lights, Columbus Zoo. We do Bush Bandos every year. So what's that? Delaware, up towards Delaware, Allen Creek, Allen Creek. Or yeah, you're probably right. There used to be one. There used to be one at the old fairgrounds, but I don't know if that's still there. It used to be a lights thing you could drive through there. There's really nice lights out in. It's not Yellow Springs.
Clifton Mills.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Well, because you went to Wright State. Okay.
Yep.
So Clifton Mills, that's really pretty, like a bajillion lights and about
big,
a barn, like the water wheel.
Water wheel, yeah.
Yes.
Is
See,
that what
I'm
it's
not
called,
saying
water
no. So yeah, Clifton Mills. We used to drive out there because we'd stop at Benny's Pizza out at Cedarville. If you've never had Benny's Pizza, look for that. That's really good pizza. Yeah.
Yep. Young's Dairy's out there.
Yeah. Outside of that, not a whole lot. Bucket list item. I haven't taken the family to the Biltmore House. That's on my list.
Yeah.
I've talked about it for years. Carter next year.
Okay.
I think next year we're gonna really start to break open the things. Like I want to do the Polar Express.
Yeah.
I want to do Asheville. I want to do an adult trip. I heard there's a really, really cool train in, out of all places, through Chicago, like up north somewhere. There's like this whole train ride you go on. It like goes out and back. Looks really, really cool. It's like more of an adult style thing. Not crazy expensive, but
sure.
It's get a group of friends together and go out and do it. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about. What about you?
Good. Yeah. No, and I was gonna say, you know, things like that, you gotta almost get the tickets now for next year.
Bro,
you
I
know,
know.
the Polar Express. I know we were looking at tickets, I think May, and they're already sold out.
That's
and
wild.
It's like, wow, what are we
You
doing?
got to think ahead and be like, man, is my son going to be available to do that?
Yeah, on that day,
Like, on
at
that
that
day.
time.
Yeah. Well, and it's super hard too to like plan for that because you don't know what your holiday schedule looks like. So it's like, okay, we're gonna pick this.
Yeah.
date. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, the one you didn't mention that I would mention, there's some communities that do light shows, and you can drive through at certain times, and they'll actually play the music. You know, you can turn your radio, and that's cool because it's very unique to that community. They
Yes.
put all that work into it. And it's free. Typically, they don't charge.
free can't be free.
You know, and I think that's something that's cool that I've seen recently, and we've done a couple of those.
Yeah. There is one. There's a family that does one out past Bradley High School.
Okay.
So you go towards Bradley. There's a church right out there, like across the street from Bradley. If you're going down that road and you keep going, there's literally a house that they have a whole get up. One house.
Wow.
You tune into the radio station.
Yeah.
You park. There's like not dedicated parking. You just pull off on the side of the road and you sit and watch. It is
Just one house is doing
one
it.
house, and it's like legitimate one house. Like they do a phenomenal job. It's super cool.
Could you imagine living inside of the house?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know it would be bad because like all the lights are facing outward.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. I just feel like from like people are watching, you know, you're closing the blinds. People
That's true.
trying to get the kids to sleep, and
That's
people
true.
are like, "Hey."
No,
you
it
know,
starts later
Yeah.
at night. It's not early, and there's no outside sound.
right.
So like you have to be tuned in the radio
Yeah.
for it.
And you know that. I mean, you're putting the light show on, so the families know that. But it's just kind of, it's interesting. So it's cool that people do that. That's pretty cool.
I find it though funny. Like I have like a love-hate relationship with the people that put all the inflatables, like the Mod Podge of stuff out in their front yard. I think it's quite just perplexing to me.
Okay.
Like, there's a couple houses in our neighborhood that have I mean, we're talking, you can't even see the snow. There is so many inflatables, so many homemade stuff made out there. And I'm like, wow, it's just a lot. Like, where do you put, honestly, I'm not even worried about it being, I asked my simple question is, where does it all go come January 1st? Like, that's my question. Like, what do you do with all that stuff? That's my question.
And the extra $2,000 for your electric bill.
There ain't no way it's that expensive. Ain't no freaking way. Yep. Have a Hummer. That is what's going to destroy your electric bill. That is the electric bill destroyer right there. I'm living that day after day here in Ohio. So, anyways. All right, guys. Well, it is time to wrap this up. I'm super excited about the upcoming episodes. Are we supposed to do one of these things?
Yeah.
Is that it? We don't even know. I've ran out of bourbon.
Yeah, that's why we had to do the fist bump.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. I'm super excited about the future of this. We got episodes that will be launched every Friday at what time?
They're going to be 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
If we can upload it correctly.
If all the uploads work. I don't know if you know this, but uploading 6 gigabytes of data to YouTube is 6.2 gigabytes of data to YouTube. It takes a lot. You have to do extra verification with YouTube if it's over a 15-minute upload.
Yeah.
I don't understand
That's
that.
wicked, yeah. This one, we're probably approaching a record here, so...
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see this one uploaded.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we will have this uploaded. You got nothing to worry about. Hopefully live at 6 a.m. You can check us out on all the channels like Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Podcast. You'll have the live version, the audio only version, which comes in a playlist. There is tons of places. I don't even know all the locations, but it is absolutely going to be out there. Anything else you want to add to that?
Check out our social medias, like, follow, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook,
We're on
Instagram, TikTok. You knew that.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, TikTok.
And
YouTube Shorts. We're doing some shorts with YouTube.
We should do some shorts. We should do some shorts with Doritos, actually.
With some Doritos.
And also, if you're interested in joining the podcast, make sure that you reach out and let us know.
Absolutely. All you need is a computer, phone, or some version of that, a microphone of sorts like AirPods or the microphone on your phone. You don't need much. Just fill out the form. Get your stuff in there. We will have a conversation with you, just letting you know it is not that bad. We won't make fun of you too much. We'll have a blast doing this, and we're super excited about it. And
we have a special episode coming up for the new year. So a special New Year's episode, yeah.
Oh.
We're going to do confetti.
Wait, you're going to tell them about it?
I don't think you're on the planning committee for that one, but...
Is our producer part of the
Our producer,
good stuff.
Beth Thompson will be shooting confetti at us.
Love it.
I think that's what we're doing, right?
We are. Yeah. We are doing that. I remember.
We're not going to do midnight countdown because, we'll be, but, we'll do something.
No, actually, I disagree with you. I think we should do the midnight countdown because do you let Parker stay up to midnight?
Yes.
Like legitimate midnight?
Yes.
At what age did you stop lying to him and actually let him stay up to the true midnight?
So I don't know that we ever did that. I think that we've always allowed it at a certain age. I think starting like age 5 or 6.
Okay. Yeah, we've always used a fake time.
Yeah, we didn't put that much effort into it.
Yeah, we just found like something in Tokyo that had already gone.
But are the kids interested? Like, do they even know? I guess my thought on that.
I just don't need them up at midnight.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, I think we just put them to bed and that was it. I don't know that we had to do anything fake, but.
Yeah, so we've always done like a fake countdown. It's been fantastic because they're like not able to read the language on the thing or listen to it. And I'm like telling them what it is because I'm reading the sub captions. Yeah. It's fantastic.
I love it.
Now this year it's going to be a little harder. Skylar can read. So, but and she also knows,
and she can tell time.
She has a watch. She has a watch. So, anyways, guys, we really appreciate you tuning in for this extra long episode. Super excited about the future of it for the What's Up Dad stuff. We are in season 2, episode 21. 'Tis the season. Thanks, guys, for checking in.
Check it out.
Check it out.
What's up, Dad? Hey, Dad. What's up?